Twitter is a company, and of course the main goal of any company is to make money. No company should be ashamed of making money. It's how companies are able to provide such a large variety of wonderful services to all of their consumers. Then comes the law, and the law is simply the law. You must follow the law, and if you don't, you can be almost certain that punishment awaits. Companies must also follow the law. Sometimes laws on companies are beneficial, while at other times, they limit the company's capability and slow its services. Over 6 months ago, I made a video discussing one law that attempted to reshape social media, the EU's GDPR. This new law requires all social media websites to ensure a ban on any users under the age of 13. This new requirement is an example of a limitation on a company. Twitter has been avoiding the GDPR through loopholes such as, well, not requiring users to enter their age upon creating an account. Seriously, all you actually need to enter is a name, password, and an email. And then you can proceed to tweet your heart out. Regarding the GDPR, I will admit that kids under 13 generally should not be on social media because, well, it's not always safe and happy. Parents should know to restrict their kids' social media access, just as parents should also not allow their kids to view inappropriate TV shows or reprimand their kids when they use bad language, or provide their kids with a good early education before they go to school. Yet, all of the above are not necessarily compelled by law. I agree that social media can be damaging to kids, but why involve the law? Think about it. Why should there be a giant legal force necessary to full out ban kids under 13 from social media? This seems like an unnecessary violation of freedom. How exactly? Well, if you make something illegal, it better be for a very good reason. Parents should parent, and the law should only intervene when there is immediate threat to a child's safety, such as malnutrition, violence, or abuse. Also, regarding the quantity of the age limit, why stop at just 13? Teenagers under 18 or college kids under 22 also tend to do many stupid things on social media. Yes, but their brains are more developed. Well, okay, so why 13? Who chose 13? What's wrong with the 12-year-old? It is a dangerous act to throw in a random estimate and then go ahead and compel it by law. Now, it sounds like I'm making an argument also against the driver's license minimum age, which, no, I am 100% not, since driving has the potential for you not just to hurt yourself, but others too. If something has a large potential to hurt other citizens, it should be illegal. A 13-year-old would be a lot more likely to get into a crash and injure himself or herself and others, rather than someone who is 18, so law is necessary in that case. However, can a 12-year-old harm others by existing on social media? I'm sure there are very rare and obscure random examples, but overwhelmingly, no. The best way to approach the obscurities of bad parenting or allowing your kids to use social media is not through an all-powerful legal force thrusting ballpark estimates of when kids are, quote, mature enough to use social media, and then forcing all social media companies to comply or risk being fined millions of dollars. The best approach is creating and showing social media safety videos to kids and parents, or perhaps conducting and spreading studies that prove that social media is in fact dangerous enough to ban through legal forces. Clearly, there is no evidence to support this yet. The GDPR is not Twitter's fault. Regardless of whether or not we agree with the law, for now, Twitter must somehow comply. And in their own way, they have. On the 12th of June of last year, Twitter support tweeted, quote, "There have been questions and concerns about accounts being locked because of age restrictions. We recently made product changes tied to new privacy laws, GDPR, and became aware of accounts that were set up by people when they were younger than 13. We didn't expect this." Now, as a result of the new age requirement in the GDPR, when a user enters his or her birthday on Twitter, an algorithm checks if the user's age is valid not only at the current time, but on the first day of the account being made. If you made your Twitter account when you were 12, just as many users have, even if you didn't tweet or use the account in general during that time you were 12, Twitter still locks you out of your account, meaning your profile, including all your tweets, is temporarily removed from the website. Nobody can look you up. You're non-existent in the eyes of the Twitter search system. Obviously, users want their accounts back. This is exactly where Twitter is promoting an immoral philosophy. Let me explain how. Once you are locked out of your Twitter account, Twitter allows you to submit an appeal form in order to well, try to restore your account. If you are now over 13 years old, as the majority of users are, you can submit one of the following two options. Either 1, I was less than 13 years old when I made the account, but I'm older now, or 2, I was always 13 or more when I had my Twitter account, I just entered my birthday incorrectly. Of course, the majority of users got locked out for reason number 1, otherwise why would they enter the incorrect year in the first place? By accident? I imagine those cases are very few. Meanwhile, on June 12th of last year, Twitter support said, "In the meantime, we're reaching out to people impacted with options to unlock their accounts and continue to use Twitter. Instructions from us will come during the coming week." There are just a few problems with that. 1. It's been over 8 months. 2. There has been no communication or help from Twitter support and no way to reach out to them because, quote, "As a reminder, additional requests submitted for this account will not be reviewed." 3. There is a much easier way to get back into Twitter, and that is to take the dishonest route. Nearly everyone who entered option number 2 on the appeal form and submitted an ID of their parents, older friends or family, or really anyone that would have been 13 years or more when they made their account, even if that person's ID says female when you're in fact male, I've seen that in some cases, has been unlocked within hours or sometimes even minutes. In fact, I can't find one person in the entire Twitter lock mega thread that said he or she selected the, quote, incorrect age option and hasn't eventually been let back in. Everyone's really succeeded. Meanwhile, all users who selected the honest option, number 1, have, well, not received a response for over 5 months. That is, until Twitter finally emailed everyone with another automated message. We're working on it. What exactly are they working on? Removing tweets of users from when they were younger than 13. I'll be honest, I know very little about website development or, frankly, coding, which is why I gave them that benefit in my video 6 months ago. And if it isn't as simple as I think, it's still Twitter's job to keep in touch with its community and let people know what's going on. We've gotten almost nothing for the last couple of weeks. Now, 8 months after this new rule was implemented, I think it's fair to assume Twitter has in fact not been working on a solution. Over 240 days to delete a user's tweets before a certain date, with thousands of accounts locked out. Is it being unsympathetic to a developer's job to ask for more than one update in an 8-month-long period?
So to anyone else out there who has the wrong birth date in their account and you've been on for a while, just don't change it, don't touch it at all, because you will be locked.
Twitter support has been doing absolutely nothing to help the people who are probably being the most honest about their situation. Submit a picture of an ID card, such as a driver's license or other, to verify that you were over 13 when your account was created. Now, in case it wasn't obvious, do not use your own. Being honest is what got you into this mess in the first place.
Regarding the new age limit, Twitter gives users 3 chances to be dishonest and promotes the dishonest choice every time. How does Twitter promote the dishonest choice every time? Let's take a look. Chance 1, the initial birthday entering. Twitter is one of the only social media platforms that doesn't require users to enter their age, which demonstrates that Twitter does not try nearly hard enough to filter out its users based on its own rules. Although there should not be an age limit in the first place, since Twitter is now compelled to have one by law, they should be very clear about it. By not asking younger users for their age, it makes it even easier for them to get away with being dishonest. Twitter should be more upfront about its age requirements like Facebook is. Chance 2, the appeal form. Twitter favors one option over the other, the dishonest option. Twitter seemingly takes very little measure in determining the authenticity of the ID submitted. Users can submit any ID of any older person and get their accounts unlocked in hours, while users who choose the honest option must wait months, now approaching 8 months, with no direct communication from support. Chance 3, the re-appeal form. Users can claim they entered the wrong reason in their previous appeal form, even if they chose the honest option, and easily switch from, well, honest to dishonest with no questions asked, thus allowing and promoting one more chance to lie. When the consequences of one action are fabricated to be so much worse than the other, users are enticed to choose the dishonest option. This type of culture is not healthy. The nature of dishonesty is immoral. Twitter, if you want to kill it, and I recommend you do. You must do 3 things. Start communicating more with your honest users, complete the algorithm you promised over 8 months ago, and unlock the honest users' accounts. Right now, it is very easy to lie, and with its lack of action on the issue, it seems like Twitter is promoting it. I hope I'm not making it seem like there is this giant problem plaguing our culture, because a little Twitter age requirement problem is nowhere near a large societal issue. This is just a reminder for Twitter that, hey, you're kinda neglecting the people being more honest. Let's fix this together now. My personal Twitter account, @ish13c, was locked on July 26th of last year, due to the new age requirement, of course. I am now 17 years old. I gave Twitter the benefit of assuming their good intent. I made this video because it appears I was wrong, but this is their second chance at proving me right. Thanks for watching.